Join Douglas Wilson, Dr. Joseph Boot, Brian Sauvé, Eric Kahn, and myself on March 1st, 2nd, and 3rd for our 2024 conference. It's called Blueprints for Christendom 2.0. Our early bird pricing ends on Thursday, August 31st. So go and visit rightresponseconference.com to register today. We hope to see you at the conference in March. The abortion abolition, just for the record, that is the same thing. It's feminism, right? I've said it before. The most succinct way I can say it is this: a culture can either worship women or save babies, but you can't do both.
Yep.
You can worship women or save babies, but you can't do both. So why does the abolition topic, why does that get the same kind of vitriol that I would get, saying, hey, a husband actually has practical authority in his home? Or Eric saying, hey, maybe we shouldn't idolize women's sports, to the point where we're actually taking, scissors and scalpels to a woman's body to change her physique during her best childbearing years. Those are not crazy things. So my thing's not a crazy thing. Eric's thing's not a crazy thing. The abolition thing is not a crazy thing. But this is how abolition ties into the same root of feminism. Because the abolitionist, unlike the pro-life, industry complex, the abolitionist is saying equal protections for the unborn child, meaning equal protections. If we're going to say that this baby in the womb has the same dignity and value as somebody outside of the womb, their life is equal, and it's worthy of equal protections, and that means equal penalties. So the same thing that would happen with a homicide for, if a mother killed her 5-year-old child, took them to a hitman and paid the hitman to shoot him in a back alley, that same penalty for the mother and the hitman, that should be the same penalty in the case of an unborn child, in the case of abortion. So what did you just get at? What you said is that women aren't victims. Women actually sin. And women, when they actually sin, should receive an actual consequence, the same consequence that anybody else would receive. And what does that hit at? What idol does that get at? It's the same thing with Eric. It's the same thing with it's feminism.
Yeah, that's right. So abolitionists aren't trying to end abortion while at the same time, holding women in this position of like ultimate,
Idolatry.
value. They're not worshiping. It's not, and it's the same thing with Eric's thing. They're not trying to be against transgenderism whilst also, worshiping women. Same thing with your thing. We're not trying to be a patriarchy guy or a complementarian while at the same time worshiping women.
Right.
No, like I'm a patriarchy guy, and the Bible says that I'm responsible for my wife's spiritual development. Doesn't mean she's irresponsible. It just means that if God were to come into our household and say, well, why has she gone off the rails? He's going to be talking to you about that. That's your responsibility. And so it's like a lot of these people, they would kind of agree with patriarchy to a certain extent, just so long as it doesn't have any teeth, as long as it doesn't challenge the idols of feminism. And the thing is, feminism is pretty foundational. I'm not going to say it's the ultimate problem that we have here, but it is pretty foundational. Mm-hmm. And why wouldn't it be? I mean, that's what Genesis kind of puts it before us after they ate the apple or the fruit rather. It disordered all of that. At the very beginning, it disordered that stuff.